forgot to record from the beginning. Thank you, little boys. Hi. So most of you have either received your stakeholder numbers and contacts after you submitted your stakeholder plan. Some of you have even started the journeys. If you haven't, send me the plan and I will give you a list of stakeholders. You know, we do magic. Oh, really? And I will like chase them with a stick for them to get back at you. As I've been mentioning to all of you, feel free to find your own stakeholders. We are contributing with other chauffeurs who are interested on your project, but if you know of someone else, by all means, it's not that it's mandatory that everybody else. What are you writing here? 1 second. Thank you, Jasmine. I will highly appreciate that kind of help. Even when I regularly don't support violence, I will just poke people with a stick like this. Hey, answer. Okay, so how are you feeling in general? You feel free to unmute yourselves and share a little bit.
Well, excited. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just trying to breathe. So yeah, like hopefully I don't pass out before the expo.
You
Well, I
won't.
wouldn't want
We will be here
being
to
recorded
support
on
you.
the expo.
Everything's gonna be great. Don't worry. And you're doing great on your stakeholder group. Like I heard that, well, that your session went very well. Your chat seems to be blooming. Everyone seems to be bonding. How do you feel about that?
I feel really happy, eh? Like I had my first call yesterday. I thought it was gonna be 30 minutes, but it turned into 2 hours. So my timing was way off. But yeah, people are really grateful that I have started this community. You know, there's a lot of people that share their input, you know, what happens in their country, how things are for them personally. So it's actually really amazing to, you know, see that there are actually so many people that you can, or that I can relate to. So yeah, people are really just so excited for this business of mine, and they are so grateful that there's this platform that I've created.
You must be like so super proud of yourself.
Yes, I really am.
I mean, all of you should be like super proud of yourselves. You've worked so hard for this, and you're testing your own project with real people. Like, how mind blowing is that? Would anyone else like to share how do you feel either about stakeholders or the expo? What questions do you have about anything else?
So yeah, I'm doing quite good with my stakeholders as well. We're on day 4 now already.
Nice.
I started on Wednesday, but it's quite a lot because our teachers right now, we're full in school again since this week, which means that we have a lot of homework and the teachers are trying to catch up and getting grades in, which means they're putting in exams and presentations and essays. So it's kind of a lot in those 2 weeks now, but yeah.
How so day 4? So you've already paired them up?
Yeah, today we had the session and we've like talked and stuff, and I've started pairing them. I'm not done yet.
Oh my God, Lord, the cameras are on. I'm so happy to see all of your faces. Like, I'm actually very excited. No, Jasmine, where did you go? Right. That is awesome, Mara. Let us know how it goes, and the information that you get from the entire experience is so excited. It's exciting. I am excited. You guys are exciting. Your projects are. Would anyone else like to share a little bit? Ella, I saw you like making a lot of gestures, like.
I again unmuted myself, and then Jasmine was like quicker than me. I think I'm doing all right. I'm just a bit tired because all my friends finished, like had their last exams yesterday, and they've got all their grades now. And this morning I had to get up really early to go to work, so I'm really tired, but I'm really excited for the stakeholder session. I prepared like all the messages already. I'm going to send them out today. And yeah, that's really exciting, I think.
When is that going to happen?
Well, today I'm going to send in the first message, and tomorrow we're going to start, and then I'll be done by Friday.
Exciting. What about everyone else? Well, if you feel like sharing, of course. I love how expressive Harley's face is all the time. That's so great. I can read what you're thinking. Would you like to translate your face into words?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, mine's going good. I opened up the group chat yesterday, and the first official day of the stakeholders journey is today. Because of all the different time zones, it is like so difficult to get like a time where we can call. But I think we've got a weekday on Monday. Monday the calls are going to start, and then.
Do you understand your mentors better now when you say,
Yeah.
hey, can we meet at 5 in the afternoon? And it is like, hold on, what country are you in? What time is that for me? And then we all get so confused. That's a good. Melo, I can see your sleeves. I think that your face is hiding behind your sleeves. Melo, can you hear me? Hey, there you see your face. Can I ask you for a favor? Like a quick favor. You're on your phone, right?
Right
Are you
now,
on your phone?
No, but I can take it out.
Yeah, you have your phone with you?
Yeah, around, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. Please get your phone.
Got it.
Okay, can you take a selfie of yourself, please?
For myself.
Yeah, that's what selfies do.
Gotcha.
Great. Can you send it to me on Discord, please?
No problem.
Thank you. Mission accomplished.
Email it to me, and then sorry, it's just been a busy week.
So, like, in any way, I just want your face on the expo poster, okay? I want it there. I don't want to add like an avatar or anything.
Oh my day.
Okay, because you are the stars. Like, we want to see your faces.
That makes me feel so honored. I'm a star.
You are. I mean, you should. All of you. You're a constellation. An entire constellation.
Now I'm blushing.
Oh, let me continue. You're a effing galaxy. Like, it's beyond a constellation. Right. Ava, we have not heard your voice yet. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited about the expo, waiting for my stakeholders to get back to me. I don't know if it's like my phone just doesn't send messages internationally or something. So who knows? Maybe I'll try and contact them through Discord if I can.
Are you contacting them through regular text or WhatsApp?
Regular text, but I'll try it on WhatsApp too to see if that works better.
Yeah. Most of them say that they are fine being contacted on WhatsApp, and if they are not responsive, I can provide you with their emails too, just in case.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll contact them WhatsApp today, and yeah, I'm excited for the expo. You know, creating our pitch. I did have a question though. Do we have to like create like a poster or something to like show our business during the expo, or is it just us talking?
We are working on that, as you know. Well, hi, welcome to Startup Life. It's a slightly different every expo. So sometimes it has been asked in the past that you guys present like a slide with your business, or that you present a poster. We will be telling you timely. What you could start preparing is like a bunch of stuff that you would like to share with people. If we don't end up using it at the expo, you will be using it later on. With stuff, I mean your logo, your mission statement, that in a beautifully designed flyer type kind of image. How the idea, how was the idea born? Where did it come from? Maybe some visuals. That's exactly what we are going to be working on today. I have some fun activities. Do you trust me? I'm actually very excited. I am very evil. Haha. Anyway, so we're going to work on storytelling. Which is one of my most favorite subjects. So I'd like to teach you a game to create an entire story from scratch in like a minute. Do you trust me when I say that that is possible? Okay, so the first prompt will be once upon a time there was, and then you introduce the main character. The main character does not need to be a human being. Most time it is, but it can be, I don't know, a cow or whatever. So how can I order you? Oh, let me try something super funny. Can I share how I see you? No, this is not what I wanted to show you. So, okay, I wanted to show you like how I see you so I can put you in order. So the first person I see on my screen is Ava. So Ava, please unmute yourself. Say, first thing that comes to your mind. Once upon a time, there was.
Once upon a time, there's a frog.
That a bit of information about the frog.
Once upon a time, there was a frog who lived in a house that was always too cold.
Perfect. Mara, please continue. And every day.
And every day the frog needed to jump to the forest to get firewood so he would not freeze to death.
Fantastic. Harley, until one day.
Until one day, a magic sorcerer, he met a magic sorcerer and was granted a wish.
Fantastic, Ella. And because of that.
And because of that, he started thinking what to wish for, and he had to decide between two things.
Which were?
Which were 1,000 wishes, or the wish of never having to go into the woods to collect firewood again.
Mellow. And because of that.
And because of that, he played it smart and took 1,000 wishes. And in those 1,000 wishes, he wished to never have to go back in the forest again, and wished for longer legs so he could jump faster.
Jasmine, and because of that.
Wait, did you say that he wished for 1,000 legs?
Anything works. he got really long legs to jump, and not having to go to the forest, and 998 other wishes.
And because of that, he became a well-known frog, and all the animals had relied on him to get the wood.
Fantastic. Ava, until finally.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to end it.
This is not the last one. Until finally, what happened?
I don't know, until finally he developed the superhuman power to no longer be cold. I don't know how to end that.
Awesome. Oh, what were you saying?
What?
You said he developed a superhuman
Human
power
ability
to.
no longer be cold. So he was fine. He was having the time of his life.
Awesome, super well known, not being cold anymore, super long legs, and 997 wishes left. Great. And Mara, and this is the last one. And ever since that day,
And ever since that day, the frog has been traveling around the world with his mega jumps.
great, we have the story of the beautiful frog who wanted to fight the cold by jumping into the forest and got 1,000 wishes out of his smartness. Now has like super long legs, is super well known, and is never cold again, and is having quite a life. Yay! We've created a collective story. How great does that feel? Would you like to create another one before we move to the next story, the next activity? All right. So Harley, once upon a time there was.
Once upon a time, there was a very run-down city.
A very what city?
A very run-down city
Called what?
called Plutopia.
Plutokia, awesome. Ella, and every day.
And every day there were bumblebees flying around that city trying to watch out for flowers growing.
Mellow, until one day.
Until one day, Plutopia's rival, Neptune, decided that they were tired of looking at their flowers since Neptune was a cold Iceland, destroyed their flowers, and started a war.
Jasmine, and because of that escalated quite quickly.
And because of that, the bumblebee made the wolf his pet to help fight off the flowers.
Ava, and because of that.
And because of that, the flowers had to train to fight back.
Awesome. Mara, and because of that. You're on mute.
Because of that, wait, Milo, how was the other thing called?
Neptuno, Neptukia.
Neptune.
And because of that, Neptune had to leave Plutonia behind.
Harley, and until finally.
Until finally, all the Neptunians had left Plutopia, and Plutopia was safe forevermore.
Ella, and ever since that day.
And ever since that day, the bumblebees lived in peace, looking at their beautiful flowers, being able to fight back so they could protect the city forever and ever.
Oh, let me add an extra prompt. Melo, and the moral of this story is?
The moral of this story is that you should not start a war with somebody just because they have something that you don't. In order, you should ask them maybe to share it with you, but don't ask for something you don't need. Since Neptune was an Iceland, they couldn't really grow flowers, so they had no need for flowers. And moral of the story, don't take something you don't need and can't have. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. I really love the story of the Plutonkians and the Neptunians and the bees. And my favorite part was when the flowers were learning how to fight back. That was amazing. So, guys, it took us like what, 3 minutes to create a brand new universe with like all of the elements. So you can do this to craft your pitch for the expo. Before we move to the next activity, welcome Lina, welcome Jamie. I am super, super happy to see you here. We are playing storytelling activities to help you craft your pitch for the expo. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna ask you, as always, for a place to write down and a pen, because I'm gonna ask you to take some notes, okay? And I'll be reading the prompts out loud. I'll be also posting them on the chat on Zoom, so you don't need to go Zoom, Discord, whatever, but I will also post them on Discord, so you can check them later, okay? Okay, I'll give you 1 second while everyone is getting something to write with. Hey, Milena, would you like to unmute yourselves and say hello?
Hello.
Quite literal.
Hello.
Awesome. I mean, feel free to say something else.
Something else.
Are you British by any chance? So, right. Hey, Lina, that's your beautiful face there. How are you? So we are going to play an activity called Story Puzzle. Now, what does this mean? Your story will have different parts and they can be moved around depending on the effect that you want to have on your audience. So one piece that we are going to be working on is this one. How will you relate to your audience, teens and adults from around the world, and how will you ensure that they all can understand and relate to what you're saying, even if they've never experienced the problem? So that is one part of the puzzle of your pitch for next Saturday. I'll give you about 1 minute to write it down. You don't need to write like the entire thing, just the key ideas. You can elaborate on that later, okay?
Do we have to answer in Discord too, or just like here?
Just type, you don't need to type it, just write it for yourself. And we will be using all of those pieces for the next activity. Please confirm that that was clear.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you.
That was clear.
Thank you, Jamie. Finish what you're writing. Remember that whatever you wrote is perfect and you don't need to write it word by word yet. The next piece of this puzzle is, is this one, sorry. What question do you want to ask your audience to get them thinking in the direction you want, like a hook? Your question should push them to think about their own personal instance relating to your problem. I'll give you about a minute to think about that. I see you all are super focused. I'll leave you a few seconds to finish what you're writing. And the third piece would be, what is one shocking fact or statement, one sentence that you think will get your audience riled up and worried about the problem? So facts, statistics, anything that brings the real factor. Get them feeling like they should want to solve the problem now. What is that shocking fact? I'll give you about a minute to think about that. Go. Few more seconds. Whatever you wrote is perfect and amazing. And this is the next question. Well, it's not a question, it's a piece of a puzzle. What is one individual story, an individual instance about yourself that will relate to the audience? It does not Okay, first, it does not need to be super personal to generate trust. It has to be real, that happened to you, and related to your topic, to help them feel that you understand them, that they can trust you. So what will be that individual moment? Giving you like a minute to think. Going to the next piece, which is describe how horrendous the world will look if the problem isn't solved. You see this problem more vividly than anyone else. Show them what you see. So how are you gonna share that depiction of the world? Write that down in the next minute. Great. Are you ready for the next one? You're also suddenly like serious. Right. So now and only now that you've gotten them through, like thoroughly riled up about the issue, explain how your business works. In parallel to everything you've gotten them worried about, explain how your business will solve that problem. Walk your audience through it as if they are the customer. Remember, underline the benefits, not the description of how your business works. 1 minute for that. You should have experience on this already, so it should come up so easily. You did also such great job at your stakeholder videos, so that. How is that looking? How is that puzzle looking? From some of your faces, it seems that it's getting intense. That's good. That's good. Next piece. So now it's when you address their doubts. Why, well, what are some of the doubts, what are some of the questions your audience will have, and how will you put your audience at ease? So why should they trust you? Why, what else will they want to know? What are the most common, like the Q&A, the most common Q&A about the process? Think about all of them that you can think of now in the next 1 minute. Okay. And the last piece is going to be your favorite. What does this awesome world look like with your product on it? Get them excited. Give them a visualization of how the world is going to be like super awesome because of your product. Think of that in 1 minute. Go for it. Okay. Finish what you're writing. And I'm going to give you the final touches for your pitch. Okay, the final things that you could be thinking of. So now is when you decide exactly how you want them to feel. So what is the chain of at least 3 emotions you want them to feel? Out of all of the feelings that they are going to have with your product, what are the 3 feelings that you want them to have during your pitch. Okay? Make sure that when you explain your product, you do it with clarity and examples, that you address all of their doubts. And with this, I don't mean literally, let's create a Q&A answering kind of session, but make sure that in your explanations, you are answering all of the questions you foresee them to have. And what do you want them to realize? Like, oh, I never thought that the world was going to be so effing amazing with this product. I need to buy it right now or yesterday. Okay, that's like what you want to get. So when you're waving all of the pieces together, decide which moments you want to make matter. Which moments are going to matter the most, and how are they going to remember them? Like, decide which moments are the ones you want them to bring with themselves for a while after your pitch, and place the focus on them. So organize the speech into a mountain of emotions and feelings and moments and movements. Decide when are they at the edge of their seats and when there's a shift on realization. So for this very last thing, I'm going to give you 3 minutes and look at all of the pieces of the puzzle that you wrote, deciding what order they should appear. Okay? And that will be basically your pitch. Yay! Are you feeling excited? Cool. I don't know if you're like, I love that Lena switched on her camera. Used to be like, that's so cute. All right, your 3 minutes to wave all of this together, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Thirty more seconds. Right, do you more or less have it? Yeah, more or less. No, Ella. What are the challenges you're encountering, Ella?
I wrote too much down, I think. I'm
That's
still
that's
on,
not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, now you have a lot to choose from.
but I'm still on point 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Well, don't worry not, any of you, because I've posted all of the instructions on Discord. So if right now you did not have enough time to finish, do not worry. You can finish at your own pace later on. I will have given, I understand that 1 minute per prompt is not enough. I will have given you more time. However, there are a couple of more activities that I want to practice with you today. So you get practice pitching to people on Zoom, which is somewhat weird. Are you excited about that? Lie to me, say yes. Okay, so right now there is 7 of you, and I have 2 activities. We might not have time for all of you to play both activities, so I'm going to suggest that 3 of you play one and 4 of you play the second. Does that work? So now I am aware that I am asking you to choose the first or the second without knowing what those activities are. That's the entire point. So Jamie wants the first one. Ella the second. Mara and Ava and Jasmine the second. Okay, so that's 4 people. So Lina, Harley, and Jamie get the first one. That's great. So thank you very much for volunteering for an activity, as if you had a choice. That's great. So the first activity is called the expert. All right. You are all going to be experts presenting at the expo. So who would like to go first? Lina, Jamie, Harley? Okay, Harley, thank you very much. So before Harley introduces his area of expertise for about 3 minutes, that's the time you will have to pitch, we are going to collectively decide what is his area of expertise. Okay? So on the chat, could you please someone write your favorite food? Okay, curry, thank you very much. That will do. I would also like a suggestion for a non-geographical location. With non-geographical, I mean, don't say Spain or India. A location that does not have a specific name. Lake District, for example, will be a specific location. A non-geographical location will be the kitchen, the beach. Yes, okay, the beach. Great, thank you for reading my mind, Ava. And may I have a suggestion for something that can fit in my left hand? What is something I can fit on my left hand? A cup. Okay, a cup. So Harley, thank you very much for being here today. I understand that you have just published your thesis, on how to cook curry on the beach with only 1 cup, okay, using the water from the ocean and the power of the sun to cook only. And that has been a revolution in the culinary aspect of cooking at the beach. So we only have 3 minutes. I know you could talk for ages. Your thesis is like 1,427 pages long. So if you could just summarize that for about 3 minutes, what would you say are the most important points of this very thorough study of cooking curry at the beach with water from the ocean and solar energy? The stage is yours. You have 3 minutes. Please go for it.
Yeah, well, you see, I think this is a very important thing that everybody kind of needs to, like, it's a skill that everybody kind of needs to have under their belts, because someday you may just find yourself on the beach with all the ingredients for curry, and you won't know how to cook it unless you know this particular thesis. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, using the sun to cook this curry is much better than using a gas oven or even an electric heater. It's it's a lot more energy efficient, and I do believe that it's something that could absolutely revolutionize the world if everybody done it. I mean, you can just imagine hundreds of people all along the beach, all cooking their curries, like all together, having a great time, talking to each other, and like it'll just be the social bonding that'll really bring the curry beach cooking, or it'll all come together.
The community aspect had a very important part on your thesis, right? Like, can you tell us more about specifically that chapter where you talk about the intercultural exchange?
Yeah, well, I mean, since obviously everybody goes onto the beach to cook their curry, and it doesn't also just have to be curry. It could be absolutely anything, anything you'd
Oh,
like.
really? There's an
Yeah,
upgrade to your thesis. So
yeah.
please,
It's
let us know
curry.
more.
Curry was more of a metaphor for for a certain type of food that a lot of people like very much. But it's pretty much anything that you would otherwise heat in a microwave. You could just heat it on the beach instead, and this just because of how long it takes. It's going to take quite a few hours to do. So that hours, how are you going to spend it except talking to the person next to you who's also cooking their curry or burger or anything on the beach.
It's fantastic. On top of that, I heard that you are very emphatic about sustainability, right?
Yes. Yes, I think obviously using the sun's energy is a lot better than using coal, using uh, oil, like any fossil fuels in general, because we're going to run out of that one day. And I think the sun is a lot more like it's going to be there for a lot longer than coal and just fossil fuels in general. So yeah, yeah, I just think it's a
Perfect.
good idea.
Perfect. Thank you for these 3 minutes of enlightenment. that was like super good. Can we all unmute ourselves and give him a round of applause?
Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you very much, Lina, Jamie. Who would like to go next? Okay, Jamie, I'm interpreting this as you raising your hand. That's totally what it meant, right? Yeah, thank you.
No, I have a headache.
Okay, for everyone else, I'm gonna ask a few prompts. So can I get a suggestion for a good reason to, I don't know, break up with your partner? What's a good reason to break up with your partner? Lying. Okay, thank you very much. May I have a suggestion for something that is blue? The sky, great. And may I have a suggestion for something that an object that starts with letter O? Owl. Okay, fantastic. Owl. So, Jamie, hello. Thank you for being with us today. It is such a honor to have with us today the inventor of the lying owl that got like super famous on social media. First, because it was an owl and it spoke, and second, because everything that it said it was a lie. So it was quite confusing because people were very excited about owls talking, but then all of the information was false. You did a very thorough study on why all of this happened. So I would love to know more. Like, Jamie, if you can take the stage.
Okay, so the owl is false because it's not a real owl. It's a giant metal owl that was actually man-made. And so that's why it talks, because there's an actually megaphone right at the beak of the owl. Now what we do, because all these people are breaking up with each other, we put all these problem people, their partners lie to them and say, oh, you're going on a trip to Hawaii, and they get in the owl. And then we drop them in the ocean.
Okay,
And
so who exactly are you dropping in the ocean? The lion owl, the lion partners? Is it like an entire metaphor that people are getting like not fully understanding?
You're dropping people in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. When you say you mean the person controlling the owl. So who's controlling the owl? Who's controlling the lies? Who's controlling our minds?
Okay, so there is this captain. Although captains may be normally on a boat, in this case, they're on the owl. At the eyes of the owl, they can see out of that because it's made out of glass. Except not glass you can break easily, more like a very hard to break glass.
Mm-hmm.
And this owl picks up all these partners of people that want to break up with them and shove those people in the owl. And see, this is like a movable floor underneath the owl. So when we get over to the ocean, we let the floor go and all these people fall. And hopefully they swim and like find somewhere else to go other than the country that they were at. So then this partner that wants to break up with this other person doesn't have to deal with them anymore because they're probably in a different country, if not on a remote island now. Or dead, but you know, we're working on it.
So that is basically outside international law. It's outreach. Is that correct? Could you please confirm?
Yes.
So is that an area that we should be considering, like legislating unlegislated areas of the planet?
It will be on international waters, away from any current country borders. So there aren't going to be any countries nearby, but I mean, if there's a cruise ship going by, they might help. I don't know. That's on them. Fascinating.
What do you foresee the future of relationships being like?
Well, pretty great, because now these partners and soon to be exes don't have to deal with the awkwardness of talking to that person ever again.
Right, that seemed a little bit extreme, but you did 3 minutes already, and thank you very, very much for your participation. We enjoyed, like, can we unmute ourselves and give him a round of applause? That was a difficult prompt. Lina, how ready are you?
Zero.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so may I get a suggestion? Would anyone like to ask for a suggestion? Or no? Okay, I will think of something. Can I get a suggestion for a profession? Like any job. Singer. Okay, great. And can I get a suggestion for something that you should not put inside water? Oil. Okay. And a battery, yes, please do not take them to water, or a gremlin, right? And can
Planet.
I get a what?
A planet.
A planet, yes, as well. And can we get, oh, is that like a prompt? Yes, can you give me a name for a planet? If you owned your own planet and you could name it, what would you name it?
Oh,
Ella. Okay, another name. Platina. Sure. This is a complicated prompt. I'm going to change it slightly. So if you were to travel to, I'm sorry, I think it's a great prompt, but I am so fed up of talking about COVID that I am not going to accept it just because of my mental health. Like, I need to talk about something else now. Right. So you travel to your very own planet, and you are the first person being there. What is the first thing you see when you land on your own planet? A wormhole. All right. So, hello everyone. We have Lina with us. She is an expert at composing songs about how to eliminate pests of wormholes with oil. And her songs are getting like incredibly popular. She topped all of the charts in, I don't know, how many countries are already? Like 53, right? Am I right, Lina?
Yes.
Yeah, 53 countries, top 10, if not the first one. And I mean, so many people are benefiting from your songs because now they know how to get rid of wormholes, and it's as easy as using oil. Could you please share that knowledge with us, Lina?
Oh my God. Um, so yes, the my whole story on like making these kind of songs is that I went to my planet one day and I saw like a lot of wormholes. I started studying these type of wormholes. So I thought about people in the earth don't know what to these kind of wormholes like get harmed from, and it was water. So I thought about like people all like listen to music and all that. So making songs about those wormholes would make them like more, educated about what they should not put in these wormholes. So they would make these people more aware on how these other planets should like what's happening in these kind of planets.
That's
So
fantastic.
yeah,
I heard
it's
that
like
that
this.
is actually, yeah, I heard that's actually something that comes from a chapter from when you were a child, right? You had this issue with a wormhole, and that's why you're so passionate about it. Would you like to share a little bit?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Anyways, so well, yes, when I was like one time, I had those days where I was in my old house, these kind of wormholes where we had a lot of these like type of wormholes. Um, so one time we were cleaning the kind of house and started like putting water everywhere until there was like a worm explosion in the house where all worms came out from the holes. So then like I knew that like worms really hate this kind of water, like they hate water. So I started like writing these type of songs for people to know that worm like it's really harmful for people. For these
That's
worms.
fantastic. Yeah, you're helping so many people. What I would like to know is why are all of your songs dark metal? What do you want to communicate with that particular style of music?
Because I show how these worms could suffer because of those water. So, metal songs have these like kind of vocals that really is pretty annoying, but like rock at the same time. They're cool. So that's how worms can be living too. Also, we need to know how they suffer because of this water.
That's awesome, and exactly 3 minutes. Can we all unmute ourselves? Paulina, that was beautiful, awesome. Okay, so what is the moral of this activity? Guys, if you were able to speak for 3 minutes about these topics, you totally can speak about your own project for 3 minutes. No problem. You did great with this. You are gonna do great at the expo. It can only get better. All right. So now for the second activity, do not worry, you are going to talk about your project, okay? So the topic is your project. Mara, why do you look so scared? What would you like to share?
No, it's all good, but it means that we have to like think a bit more on our own and can't just go with the craziness.
No, I mean, the topic is your project. Would you like to be the first one, Mara?
Sure.
Okay, that's great. Let me find something because I accidentally closed the folder. Here, here. Right, yes, so found it. So what I would like you to remind me first is you gave me the PowerPoint before your presentation. I don't remember which one it is. Can you give me a number from 1 to 8?
6.
Okay, so the the thing is you're going to present about your project, but I am going to put the PowerPoint. Right, so I was looking at the PowerPoint and I saw that there were some images there. They did not make that much sense to me and how they are connected to your project, but I'm sure you will be able to explain, right?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so let me find PowerPoint number 6 for you. Right, how do I share? Okay, this is not what I want. Be getting ready in the meantime. There we go. Yeah, now I know how to do that. Sharing my screen in 3, 2, 1. Present. Come on, present. Right. So would you like to introduce your topic before we see the first slide? I'm gonna
Yes,
3
of
minutes.
course.
Go.
So my topic is building LGBTQ plus communities worldwide, online and offline. So yeah. Oh yeah, this picture, like the slide, is there to show the power one person can have in the life of all these people. Like you can see here, this is Mose parting the sea for his people. And this is what we as a project are trying to do. We are trying to part the sea and have an option for LGBTQ plus people to safely navigate through life and not be washed over by the sea. This project has a lot of layers like this salad, and we are making it like very mystical. We're having different activities, and like a lot of people know this, but a lot of the lesbian community is really into witchcraft, so we're having a workshop on that by card reading and competitions. Oh yes, and typical the cat lady prompt. We are discussing queer code words and stereotypes to help you navigate and find other queer people in a safe way without outing them, so you can find your inner peace and happiness and don't have to no longer hold in your emotions. And this we're all doing because in this moment the suicide rates of LGBTQ youth are 3.5 times higher than the suicide rates of cis straight teens. So we really think that there's something that has to be done. And just like you have to eat colorful, you have to live colorful. And by this motto, we are introducing our website, Colors of Pride. Other than the witchcraft workshops, we will have themed workshops on drawing, theater, music that are advertised in a way that even when you're closeted, you can join. We will have brunches after Pride parades. And we're going to have a wonderful time together. Thank you.
That was awesome, Mara. Thank you very much. That was really, really good. And it was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So great job. Who would like to go next? Ava, Yasmin, Ella, who spoke? Okay, Ava. So 1 second, I pressed what I should not. Can you please remind me which was your PowerPoint? Like which number?
Number 2. It was number 2.
Number 2. Thank you very much. It was a little bit messy here with all of the PowerPoints from the presentations. So sharing my screen, PowerPoint number 2 being shared in 3, 2, 1. So can you please introduce your project?
So my project is about creating a safe space where people can learn about sexual and mental health because it's not really taught in schools, and reducing the social stigma around it. So here in this lovely image, we have 2 people, scattered everyone around them who is trying to push this stigma.
We cannot hear you. I don't know why we cannot hear you. Ava, is it only me not being able to hear her? Okay, good. Can I pause the time? Yes, there you are.
Okay, so we want to create a sense of home and community, have people feel safe, and being able to trust others. So, what even is that? I don't even know what that is. We love to appreciate all body positivity and creating food that looks good, that's creative, that you've never seen before. Even if you don't know what it is, you can just embrace it. We want people to be loud. We want them to be bold in spreading their message and talking about these problems. We want them to be energized and showing off their knowledge. We want people to be able to embrace their connection with themselves and with the world around them, with nature, with flowers.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Embrace their connection with themselves, others, nature, flowers, eggs. We love eggs, to show that everyone is unique in themselves. We want a great sense of comfort. So beds are great, sense. This is where you dream, so you can explore your dreams with our program. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that. I don't know. um, to feel free to show all your wacky and wild expressions to people, to express yourself in the most honest and authentic way.
You're on mute. We cannot hear you. No. Ah, try again.
Can you
Unmute.
hear me now?
Yes,
Still,
it's
okay.
just. Mhm.
We want people to be able to explore the abstractness of their minds and gender and their personality. So, thank you for bearing with me through the technical difficulties of my performance and my speech.
Fantastic. 3 minutes. Thank you very much, Ava. That was amazing. Really good job. I am like so super proud of all of you. Like, Ella, Jasmine, I am 100% sure you're also going to be amazing. Who would like to go next?
Can I go next?
So, yes, go for it. Please remind me which number was your PowerPoint, Ella?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. Opening it. Oop, this is not what I wanted to do. This one. Come on, open. Ah. That's my frustrated sound. That's the sound I do when I'm frustrated. Da, 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 da. Share my screen, PowerPoint number 3. Ella, you can start introducing your topic when you feel ready.
Yeah, so we are going to create an app which is going to allow you to scan a random product, and then the app will tell you why and how to recycle it, because we want you to get active. We want you to embrace nature, and we want to think about the sustainable part, or we want to be as sustainable as possible, because we've got this amazing world and we have to like keep it like it is, and we don't want it to be trashed around. We want to see all the different facades of the world. We don't only want to see like one desert. We want to have the sea. We want to have a mountain. We want to have clouds. We just don't want to be everything trashy and not amazing, because right now everyone's just feeling frustrated. No one knows what to do with all this trash. We don't know if we should ban it.
Why are we losing the presenters? Okay, carry on.
And against the frustration we're feeling right now, we've got the solution of recycling. And this is what is going to solve the problem. And it will not only make you feel better as an individual, but it will also save the animals. It will save penguins. It will save literally the sea. It will create like a great ecosystem again, which we are losing right now. Yeah, and as you can see, it doesn't matter how your home looks or what your home looks like. It doesn't matter if it's scruffy. It doesn't matter where you're living all around the world. That doesn't matter, because you can do it from all around the world. You can basically just put out 3 different pods and start recycling and start getting proactive. You don't need anything fancy for that. And yeah, we all know there's so many different things to think about when it comes to being sustainable, as don't fly enough, don't fly too much, don't like go and have your own tractor. But we don't want to focus on your behavior. We'd rather want you to have something easy to create or to introduce into your daily life. We wanted to make it easy, and you can be lazy. You can even lay on the couch while doing it, because you can just put it or throw it into the right bin for you to be comfortable with it. And yeah, and that might sound weird at the beginning, but you will feel so proud of yourself. You can basically just put your crown on, be proud on what you've achieved and how much you can do and how much you can change as an individual through just recycling, because it's basically incredible what you can achieve through doing so. And see, it's not only about you, but you can also influence others. You can influence your mother, you can influence your father, you can influence your friends, you can tell anyone about it, and then we all together can create a great change, and that can just start with you telling one other person about it. Yeah, so I want to thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and I hope you're just as excited as I am.
That was awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jasmine, are you ready?
Yeah.
And can you please remind us what's your PowerPoint?
I feel like Ella's one was perfect for me, but I'll go with 7.
With 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So PowerPoint number 7. Here I have it. Share screen. So Jasmine, whenever you want, you can start introducing your topic.
Okay, so my business is I'm sorry, I just been blank. Wow. My business
Love
was
you.
actually treatment within the LGBT community. That's it's with regard to person's age, gender, religion, cultural background, race, and economic standing. So the problem here might seem really tough to solve, but as you know, with everything in life, if you just handle things one small piece at a time, you will be able to conquer the problem that's at hand. And yes, it's not just my country where you'll see people are in the LGBT community. There's many countries that people have come out or maybe have not come out yet. Yes, there may be scary people out there, people that do not want to get an understanding of who you are, but know that they are still human inside and just like you are. And once we can speak to people with respect on a humane level, then all will be well. Yes, we got this. We are all one. The community brings us all together and allows us to embrace people from all backgrounds and allow us to be seen as one. It may seem like a dark path, as though there's many roads to travel, but know that there's not just one road that will lead to success, but many roads. It all depends on who you are and how you handle things in life. Quite creepy, isn't it? Life can be quite creepy, but you will find safety within Spectrum Growth Community, which is the name of my business. As well as a full tummy could also be happiness. So yes, you'll feel filled with all the goodness, with all the knowledge that is on my website. There are many different people in the community. One should be accepting of who they are and not see things just one way. Learn. You can definitely learn. You can read articles, you can acquaint yourself under the education section. And yes, know that there is many more that you can find on my website. So thank you for that.
Exactly 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Okay, now, what is the morale of these 2 activities? You were able to present on the most random conditions ever. Like Harley, Jamie, and Lena were able to talk about the benefits and create an entire story of a brand new project right on the spot. So imagine how easy it's going to be talking about your project, something you actually care about, something you actually know a lot about. And Mara, Ella, Jasmine, Ava, you were presenting to incredibly random images, and still all of you did an amazing job at connecting the meaning to your project. I mean, that was so impressive to watch. So imagine how easy it is going to be just to talk about your project. So this is what's going to happen. I have about 10 more minutes. I can stay and I can hang out, answer questions if you would like me to help you with something in particular, etc. And in the meantime, I'm going to post a few questions on Discord for you to think of during the week, because at the expo you will be first presenting your project, and then we will be voting. Now the projects with more votes will go to the second round, and on the second round you will be answering some of the questions that I'm going to post on Discord for you. Okay, I believe it is 1 minute that you will have to give an answer, and the answers with more votes will keep on passing rounds until there is one winner. Look, I know that what I am about to say sounds like super effing cheesy, and I am not afraid to say it. But guys, I've been asked, which one do you think it's gonna win? I have no idea. I seriously don't know. I think that all of you are great. I think that all of your projects are amazing ideas, super useful and necessary, and they have potential to be out there and be businesses that actually make money that you can live from. And I'm so proud of you, and I just really hope that you acknowledge yourselves and you tap yourselves in the back and give credit to yourselves on all of the work you've done. You are talking to stakeholders, you are prototyping, you keep on sending new versions of prototypes. You've like investigated the problems around you. You have like a gigantic willingness to make the world a better place. You're committed to what you're doing, even through like exams. Like I like only teenagers during a pandemic know how stressful it is doing exams during a pandemic online, and while on top of that building your own business, and on top of that trying to maintain your regular life. So guys, can you all like give yourselves like a gigantic hug like this? And if you don't want to because you think it's too cheesy, that's also fine. But later on, do something like after this call, do something that you really, really enjoy and treat yourselves, okay? Because you deserve it. You are doing great. And I'm super excited, and I am available during the week on Discord if you have questions. You know, I like looms. So if you feel like sending me a loom with questions or with whatever, I will reply with another video, like giving you my feedback. Anything I can do to support you, let me know. And whatever happens, I'm just like super, super proud of you and super happy to have been your mentor. So thank you very much. And if anyone has questions, I can hang out for like 10 more minutes. If not, well, you're free to go, but you're not getting rid of me that easily. And I'll be seeing you on Saturday at our regular time for 1 hour of practice. And 1 hour after will be the beginning of the expo. About the link, I believe it will be the same one as always, but I will be telling you otherwise because this is my personal room and I am unsure if like, how many people can we fit, if we can do the voting, blah, blah, blah. I'll figure the logistics, and as soon as I have the information, I will pass it on. Okay? So thank you very much. And take care. If anyone wants to stay and ask questions, I'm available. Otherwise, I'll be seeing you soon.
I just wanted to say thank you. I'm really gonna miss you guys.
Yeah, I miss you all too. Like this is an awesome 100 days.
I definitely agree.
I really had so much fun with you guys. I like learned a lot.
I can't believe that we're finally at the end. Like, feel like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for this journey. It's been really amazing. Yes, also thank you, Sylvia, for all that you have done for us and dealing with some of our troubles. Yeah, also just everyone that's was willing to bond, you know, not just on Discord, but like on WhatsApp and all the other platforms. So thank you for all of that.
I just want to thank everyone for how friendly everyone is. It's been an amazing experience. Thank you.
That's one way to say thanks. Yeah, so I appreciate the like push that I've been given, because otherwise I may not have like started a business at this point in time, and everything would have probably been pushed back at least 10 years. So I'm very thankful for that.
I gotta go. I have an exam tomorrow, so I need to go back to study. Thank
Hi,
you guys. I really love you. Just don't forget to smile. Your smile means a lot for everyone.
I just wanted to ask Ava something quickly. Ava, you mentioned that your haven't gotten back to you yet, eh?
I'm sorry, what?
You mentioned that your stakeholders haven't gotten back to you yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable with talking on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm gonna contact them over WhatsApp, but yeah.
Because you can send me your link for people to so you can create a group chat so long, and then you can forward me the invite link and I can send it to the whole of Discord, because I know there's a lot of people that have already graduated who are still in South, and you know, they can just read up about your business, and from there they can just add themselves onto your group chat.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So they also wanted to ask so I know that you said the link is the same, but I know when I have signed up for the previous cohorts expo, like I had the reminder saying, you know, 30 minutes left for the expo. Is it the same for hours? We just send in that link, and then we have to, or I think I had to sign up for the expo. So would they also have to sign up, or they just log into the call same time?
I believe that the sign up is for us to know how many people are gonna come. This is also the first time I'm doing this, like, so it's for us to know how many people are coming, and for us to have a way to contact them and sending them the link. So yeah, that's why we are asking people to register. I'm not sure I feel comfortable suggesting that you like send the link to the wild, because we don't want randos coming to your expo just in case. But if you want to, like, hey, that has happened in the past, you know. So if you want to share it with family, friends, or whomever you really want to be there, by all means. And this goes for everyone, by the way. If you would like to share the link with everyone you would really like to have there, we will also be sending emails with invitations, most probably to parents and people. If anyone does not want their parents invited, yeah, I did not want to say names. Do let me know beforehand, and I will ask if that is okay. In some of the cases, I know the reasons why. In some others, I don't, and you don't need to explain. But I will do my best. because I mean that's part of my to-do list as a mentor, like sending those emails. But by all means, invite other people who are important to you and whom you want to be supported by. Jamie, you're gonna be fine. Stop saying like, "Oh, my Britishness does not allow me to be blah 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 blah." Sorry, I did not understand what you said.
I know. Thanks.
Right. Any other question I can answer for you guys?
Yes, I sent you my business plan. Is there anything I could do to improve it?
Well, I have not fully read it. If you do send me your stakeholders plan, I will send you your stakeholders.
No, I sent you my business plan, my proper business success plan. But I need to figure out
the thing is that I want to make sure it's not that I don't trust you. I want to make sure that you're just not going to give a presentation talking about like I would like to see what other activities would you like to do with them. Do you want us to talk a little bit about that, like examples of what to do with stakeholders or?
Please, I'm sort of like lost here. You said plan, so I assumed you meant a business plan. So I spent a couple hours trying to figure something out.
Hey, and your business plan looks very cool. It's just not what I asked you to do. Like, it's not that you did it wrong. It's just that you're saving that work from the future. So a stakeholder's journey is basically you getting your very first beta group of testers, of clients that you're gonna pamper. So they get something in exchange. Okay, they get something in exchange. And what you get is a lot of information on how they exactly want. The thing is that usually if you ask someone directly, hey, what do you want? People do not know. So how to find a way for them to give you that information without asking them directly. Everyone in here is right now going through their stakeholders journey or about to start it. So if you would like, I have to go in like 4 minutes stops because I need to leave this place. Basically, it's not that I want to go, but
right.
Like, would any of you like to give some tips on what's working for you?
Jamie, I think you should focus as you're like trying to like the behavior of consumers. You're trying to like reduce the amount of time they spend, right, on making coffee or whatever. So maybe you can talk about their behavior in general, right? So when do you drink coffee? How often is it? What generally do you, I don't know, do you enjoy most about it? Because maybe some people will say, oh my goodness, I love putting in the tea bag or something. And that might be useful information for you. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but wouldn't that be like direct questions rather than like, what's your opinion on this kind of thing? I'm not sure, but yeah.
Jamie, last week I posted several like documents with tips and ideas and suggestions for activities and ways to plan them, etc. Just scroll up a little bit on general and you'll find them. And should you have any question, like, let us know.
Figure something out, I guess.
I'm sure you will. I mean, you have that ability.
Bye, Mara.
I'm an actor. I like to improvise.
Me too. Did you notice today? Right, guys. Any more questions I can help you with? I tend to just do things off
of a whim.
Okay. So if you don't have any more questions, I'll be seeing you next Saturday, and during the week, by all means, contact me. Okay. Take
I have
care.
exams every day from Monday to Friday. And then I have it from Monday to Wednesday.
Okay, Jamie, between you and me, just use this next half an hour, type something, whatever. Have the stakeholders planned out. It can happen after graduation. You deserve to
Right.
graduate, okay?
Okay.
So just check that box for it to be done later, and you can do it stress-free after your tests, okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have your back. Okay.
Stress, eh?
I know it's difficult times. I know. I feel you. But you're gonna do great. Okay? You're gonna do great. It's gonna be a lot easier than speaking about owls that kill ex-boyfriends and girlfriends in international waters. So
Right.
right.
Got it. I'll try and come up with a
I need to leave the physical place I'm at like now. So it's not that I don't want to talk to you, but they're kicking me out. So to send me your
Okay.
questions if you have. Okay. Bye.